Hey everybody, Pastor Frank here at Grace United Methodist Church, Sherman, Texas. I've just come in from the cold. I've got my wool cap on, got my sweater on. I was out at Dillingham this morning with other dads welcoming students as they were coming in for class. And I was talking to a dad who's new to Sherman. He's got a young family looking for a church home, and I was telling him about some things that are going on here at Grace, and I thought I might share some things with you. Maybe you've got somebody that you've been trying to invite to church and you're not sure what to say or what stories to tell. We've been doing some end of the year reporting here at Grace, and it's always a good time to reflect on what God is doing and to celebrate what's been happening in 2017 and look forward to 2018. A couple things I want to lift up for you was, first of all, how generous a congregation we are. You might remember a few months ago, the call went out for Methodist churches to support hurricane relief in Texas and Florida, Puerto Rico. And the North Texas Conference of Churches raised $153,000, which was a great response. Grace's portion of that $153,000 was $6,000, meaning that we contributed 4% of the overall effort, which is an amazing response. So thank you for having that kind of heart to help people in such dire circumstance. We're also winding down the first cycle of our new small group ministry. We had 7 groups that met throughout the week for a period of 6 weeks. We had a great response to this new ministry. We had nearly 80 people participating in small groups, and that represents almost half of our average worship attendance on Sunday morning. Any church would go crazy to have that kind of response. And so I want to say a word of appreciation to the leaders of those groups who facilitated the conversations. Thanks to the people who signed up. I've heard really good feedback and lots of excitement about the new ministry. The groups are winding down now. There's going to be a little bit of a break for a few weeks, and then the groups will reform the week after Thanksgiving for 4 weeks. We'll have a special Advent study. And so you can come back to your original group, you can jump to a new group, or maybe if you weren't even a part of the small groups this time around, I want to encourage you to find a group and participate, because it really can be a transformative experience. I'm really excited about small group ministry here at Grace. And one last thing I want to say this morning is a word of appreciation for the incredible response we had this past Sunday for Commitment Sunday. We had great worship attendance, great lunch after worship, a really great speaker with Owen Ross, and the response for our anticipated income for next year was overwhelming. We are looking forward to an 11% increase in financial support of the church. That's 2 consecutive years where Grace has anticipated double-digit increases in its giving. Remember what we said throughout the campaign: giving is a spiritual discipline. It's something we do as a response to what God has already given to us. And so thank you for your faithfulness, and we look forward to what God is going to do, the amazing ministry, things that are already happening here at Grace, and exciting new things that we haven't even dreamt of yet. And so I'm really excited to be a part of that. All these things that I've been talking about are reflections of our congregation's core values. And you may not know what those are, or you might have forgotten about them. And so let me just remind you of what we are about here at Grace. These core values inform every ministry, every decision, everything we do here at Grace. Our core values are missions, living as a family of believers, loving acceptance, spiritual growth, and authenticity. And I can't wait to see what God is going to do for us in the coming year as we live out those spiritual core values together. Thank you for the privilege it is to be your pastor. Thank you for supporting my ministry here at Grace, for my family, and we look forward to being with you in Sherman in ministry together in the coming year. Have a great week. Enjoy the cool weather, and we'll see you on Sunday as we celebrate the many missions opportunities going on here at Grace. Enjoy your day.